Hey, it's great to be here with the Acting Prime Minister and welcome you all today. As the Acting Prime Minister said, we are seeking to resolve the dispute that is currently before the World Trade Organisation in respect to the sale of Australian barley into the Chinese market. As we've talked about before, something like $20 billion worth of Australian trade has been subject to impediments in terms of getting into the Chinese market. Now, that's obviously disadvantaged Australian food producers and wine producers, but it's also disadvantaged Chinese consumers because they don't have the benefit of our wonderful food and wine. Since I took over this job almost 11 months ago, I made it very clear that although we've got these disputes with the World Trade Organisation, our preferred method of resolving these sorts of trade disputes is to discuss and to negotiate with our trading partners. And on this occasion, we have sought dialogue with our Chinese counterparts to see if there is any possibility of resolving these impediments through sensible dialogue. And I'm happy to say today that as a result of meetings that were initiated following my virtual meeting with my Chinese trade counterpart, that we have indicated to the Chinese government that we will temporarily suspend our World Trade Organisation dispute over Australian barley for the next 3 and possibly 4 months, while China undertakes an investigation into those tariffs, which currently run at about 80%, which makes Australian barley very difficult to sell into the Chinese market. So we've suspended that World Trade Organisation dispute while China undertakes a review of their policies in this area. We are hopeful that at the end of that review process, that the impediments that currently exist will be suspended and removed, and that we can get back to normal trade with China. China remains our largest trading partner. Last year we did almost $300 billion worth of trade with China. That's more than all of our trade with the United States, with the United Kingdom, with Japan, with Korea and with France. So it's an extremely big market, but we've had these trade impediments. The Acting Prime Minister, the Foreign Minister, has been deeply engaged in trying to stabilise the relationship with China, and as a sign of goodwill, we have decided to suspend our World Trade Organisation dispute so that we can, through discussion, resolve our outstanding issues with China. As the Acting Prime Minister said, we hope that this will be a template for then moving on to the other areas of dispute, and in particular in respect of Australian wine, which is also subject to very high tariffs. So thank you very much for coming along today, and I'll invite any questions.